Hi, you're listening to Beyond Podcast, and I'm in conversation with Ila Arun as her film Haddi will be releasing soon on Z5. Welcome, Ila ji.
Hi, thank you very much. Uh, so how we start?
Yes. What can you tell us about your role, Amma, in Haddi?
Amma is a very interesting role. It is layered um, because the Amma is not just a Amma.
Okay.
Where these Ammas are communities leader, you can call them leader, you can call them mother, but they are also very powerful and they are just like a dawn. They can fight for their rights. They can, if because this is a very cruel world. We are dominated by underworld. There is a, system where so many rich people or so many other institutions are always encashing the weaker, side of the society. And then it becomes like a beggary. Beggary is a racket. Everybody is not poor. A lot of people are made poor to become rich. Exactly is the this community of transgender where they need their leader. And so playing Amma is not just a mother. She is looking after their finances, their role in the society, their internal problems within them, and if there is a pressure from a society, then she comes strongly and she fights for her community's right.
Okay. And these Ammas that you're talking about, these are generally from within the community, or these could be
No, they are from within the community.
Okay.
Absolutely within the community, and they themselves are 99.9. What I have told, what I have experienced, what I have interacted with the transgenders, they themselves are transgender. So let me tell you, though on set I was the only female because they were either transgender or they were male. I was the only female playing transgender.
Oh wow, there must have been something.
Yeah.
Acha, in the trailer also, Ila ji, you have a tragic death in the film, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And Nawaz, at that point of time, he loses his sense of calm. We can see him like crying and inconsolably crying, in fact. So we'd like to understand how important is your role for Nawaz's character in the film?
That is the essence of the film. The relationship between Nawaz and Amma is very, very emotional, very, very strong. She is the inspiration in his life. She is a sensitive mirror for him. She is a caring mother, and she keeps on guiding him consciously or subconsciously or directly. So he respects. She is her Nawaz's inner voice or a strength. So when this tragedy, what you see in film, that is the point he decides that now I will not leave anybody. Enough is enough. If the justice cannot be prevailed, if the corruption cannot be cleaned by the people who should do it, who should be responsible for all these things, if they themselves are correct.
Right.
After the tragedy, what happens to Amma, Nawaz takes a different route and you see a different Nawaz. So you can understand it's a very important relationship. Whatever role I have played, I am very important to Nawaz and Nawaz's character.
But do you think that the audience is ready to hear a story about transgenders where Nawaz's character, who plays a transgender, is the central focus of the film? Do you think as a society, as an Indian society, we're ready to listen to these stories? Because it's a very sensitive topic and it has to be dealt with utmost like sincerity, which I'm sure the director and the makers have.
I can only guarantee you that this film is a very, very sincere effort. Director was so much minutely, not a single ritual has been exaggerated. All these ammas were there to see what was right, what was wrong. And who cares if the society is not interested? If you don't read a good literature, if you read a rubbish, then you are responsible yourself for your personality or for your next generation. So if a filmmaker or an OTT platform can only give you something on platter. Still, if you want to switch on and see something rubbish, something, and you encourage your children to see something rubbish in the name of entertainment, then you are responsible for your future generation. I am sure the film offers a lot. It offers action, it has very powerful actors, and it has very powerful directors. It gives you an insight. What more you want from a film? A truth, there is a truth. A sincerity, there is a sincerity. Is there a drama? There's too much of a drama. Acting, too many good actors. Ishan, Anurag, Kashyap, Nawazuddin, and many other actors who have made names. They're great actors. I cannot pinpoint, but they are all great actors either from theatre or you have seen them on OTT. The moment you see the face, you see, oh my God, we have seen this face, that face. They are all established actors. So what else you need?
And could you also give us a little comment on your collaboration with both Nawaz and Anurag? Because you share, again in the trailer we've seen you shared incredible scenes with them. So how was it?
This is my Anurag and Nawaz, both of them are very dear friends. This is my fourth film with Nawaz, because I did Ghum Ketu, I did Raat Akeli, I did Manto, and now this is the fourth film. So we were laughing. And but in 3 films he has been my son. So Raat Akeli, he was a cop. He was a very honest cop, and I was the widow mother of cop. And then in Ghum Ketu, he was a very simple village boy who wants to become writer in the industry. And this time, he is a transgender. So to see my son in 3 different kind of roles, and such an actor, Nawaz, hats off to him. In such a heat, Nawaz, the way he devoted, it's not, Nawaz doesn't believe only in physical get-ups. Physical get-up was very, very difficult, 6 hours or 7 hours, wearing wig and becoming girl. But Nawaz's body language, it changes the pain. But we have one scene in the hospital. When I was doing that scene with him, I could feel that, it was really a transgender or a woman, crying in a pain. So working with such actors, you learn a lot. So it's a great thing. And with Anurag Kashyap, I was joking that, Anurag, this is the time I will take revenge of not casting me in your film. But this is the second time I have done a film with him, but it is not directed by him. Ghum Ketu also he was there, but then he was not acting with me. He was in a different field. Jishan has done, I think, 2 films with me. He was with me in Shalang, and this is the second film, but he has done a very big play with me, which is Henry Gibson's play Peer Gynt, so which was adapted by me. So Jishan, I was very comfortable. At the end, it was theatre community and OTT community, which somewhere we have interacted with each other, and they are all fantastic actors to learn. And when the camera is not on, they are fun to be with. They're laughing, they're joking, comfortable. Most uncomfortable or discomfort was the weather. It was They were shooting in Delhi, and I was, as I told you, I was the only woman that I realized much later. Oh my God, they are either all boys or they're transgender, but they became very good friends of mine. So it's okay. I enjoyed the process and got to know a different one.
Who is the most fun of them all? Like, who's the funniest, like the humorous
Anurag
one?
is the funniest. Anurag actually, he has directed not only Nawaz, and every actor has worked in Anurag's serial. They've learned from Anurag. Anurag has made them. And this director was also first AD, Akshat. Akshat is a very, very sincere person, and Anurag actually came to help him for his dream. That I will act. But the funniest person is Anurag. It looks as if he's supposed to be the dawn of the film, but he's always laughing, he's always cracking jokes and gossiping. It's fun.